Welcome back to Houston Life. Now is the perfect time to find a new furry friend, as KPRC2, along with our community partners at Energy Transfer and Houston Christian University, invite us all to help clear the shelters.
This is one of our favorite times of year. It's an annual nationwide pet adoption campaign with NBC and Telemundo stations now in its 11th consecutive year. Lauren Kelly is kicking it off in Rosenberg this afternoon with Fort Bend County Animal Services. Lauren, that little pup you have there, the most adorable.
Hey, look, Tristan is just one of many fur babies here that need adopted homes or maybe even foster homes. So maybe you're not really ready to commit just yet. You can foster an animal, take it home, try it out. Maybe you have other pets that you want to try it along with. But Rene Vasquez, thank you for having us, because anytime that I can get out here and speak on behalf of our furry friends who can't speak for themselves is a great day.
Absolutely, yes. And we appreciate you guys, because obviously without you reaching all the people that we can't reach, to get animals adopted out is a great thing for us.
You guys have a lot of animals here, total 150, that's including dogs and cats. It's really just about, like you said, getting the word out. These animals need to get out of the shelters. We need to clear the shelters so that maybe you could have more space to get even more animals in here, right?
Yes, yeah, and that's what we always say. I mean, being able to adopt animals or get puppies out, there's always more puppies that need to be picked up, and there's obviously more and more animals that need our help out in the streets, so yes.
So to clear the shelters, what we want to do is make sure people know where you guys are located, know your hours. What's really the basic, way that people, what's the whole process like? It's a very simple process whether you're going to adopt or foster, right?
Yes, yeah, for us, definitely. I mean, you come in, it's a 2-page application. You come in, walk the shelter. If you have an animal that you want to introduce, we have a method of, introducing our animals to your animal. Like you mentioned, fostering, we do a really cool program, Foster to Adopt. You can foster an animal. If it's a fit, you can adopt the animal.
So normally if you foster an animal, how long of a requirement do you usually commit to?
It's really no commitment. So we have different methods of fostering, but if it's a foster to adopt, usually around 10 days, if you should know if that's a fit for you. Yes.
The problem with me is if I foster them, they're mine. They're coming home, they're mine.
Well, we like that. Those are foster failures, so that's always a good thing.
The only failure that I want to be, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So let's tell our viewers a little bit about Tristan. I know that he's one of 5 that recently came.
Yes, he came in with a mother. Okay. They were astray in someone's home, and so we picked up her and 5 puppies. So they're up for adoption, and you can see how cute he is. I mean, so
we can't really know for sure, but you guesstimate him to be how old?
I would say 6 to 8 weeks, give or take. Yeah, and we'd call him a little terrier mix just because of his little hair that he has, the wire hair that he has.
This little side view he's giving our viewers.
Calm down a little bit.
He's got that puppy personality, but that sweetness that'll just cuddle right with you. And I mean, there are so many. You have puppies to dogs that have been here for almost 2 years that need to get homes as well.
Yeah, just animals that are overlooked. It doesn't mean that they're aggressive or that they have problems. It's just, if they're bigger dogs, sometimes our darker color animals just kind of get overlooked. And there is times where people aren't looking for a puppy.
Right.
So please, if you want something that's of a little older, we can tell you.
A little calmer. Maybe you're not looking to potty train as much as a baby puppy. But how can people get a hold of you? What's the best way?
Well, you could either call us or, again, just come visit us. We're here in Rosenberg, 1210 Bloom Road. And we are even open on Saturdays from 8 to 3. So if you please want to come by, on the weekends. And, with this one, this Clear the Shelter is all month. So it kind of helps people, accommodates them. So I think it's a good thing that we've gone to that.
I mean, I can't stop just making eye contact with this little baby face. And there are so many other fur babies that you can come in and look. We're going to take a look at the kitties coming up here next as well. There's definitely something here for everybody. Can we find you guys online?
Yes, ma'am. Yes. So you can find our website, FortBendCountyPets.com. And of course, just give us a call. Yes.
Rene, I'm going to link that to HoustonLife.tv. But Tristan, I mean, look at this face, Derek and Tessa. There are so many other beautiful faces just like that here, and we're going to go inside and show off a couple of more coming up in just a bit. You think my husband would mind if I took 4 home today?
No, he would
it's okay to add to my other 2.
The more the merrier, and they all need friends to hang out with.
They do. And look at Tristan's little eyes. He's got little goggles, natural goggles. He's a cutie, as are all those puppies and kittens.
Oh, good eye contact with the lens, too. Nice. What I would give to hold that dog right now. Okay, Lauren, we'll see you in just a little while. We could just take a close-up of Tristan and run that for the rest of the show.
Live cam. People
There
would
you go.
watch it. I would watch it.
I would too. All right, so we do have more info about our Clear the Shelters campaign on our website, clicktohouston.com/community. So check it out.
Still to come, a football season.
Not here.
Not good for us.
KPRC2 and our community partners over at Energy Transfer and Houston Christian University are very proud to help clear the shelters for the month of August. It is near and dear to my heart. Rene Vasquez, you're the director here, and we've been out here multiple times before, but I feel like the push to get some of these animals adopted is stronger than ever right now.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, we feel like we have a lot of cats, a lot of dogs, and sometimes they move a little slower. So events like this and you guys coming and helping are definitely the push that we need.
So tell us who we have right here. We met Tristan. He was a puppy earlier, but now we've moved on to the kitties.
So this is Katsu.
Katsu.
So appears to be a 7-week-old male, maybe tabby mix, and you can tell.
He really likes the microphone. He's maybe going to try to take my job.
Yeah, we probably have around maybe 40 or so kittens, cats. All of them fixed, all of them microchipped, ready to be adopted.
Okay, so basically when it comes to adopting or fostering, is the paperwork very different between those two things?
No, ma'am. No. It's just the time of us explaining, especially on the foster. So foster, we give you different, options and different things that you can do.
Okay.
Like, foster to adopt, which is a great program.
Right.
That program, you can take an animal home, and if that animal is a fit, then you get to adopt the animal, and you don't have to come in. You don't have to. Everything gets done.
Your paperwork is already finished.
Yes, ma'am.
It's really and truly a test drive to see if this animal works with you, right?
It really is.
I hate to say it that way, but that's kind of the best analogy.
Yeah, because some people may have animals at home already. You want to make sure it's a fit.
Yeah.
Does this dog like kittens? Does the kitten like dogs?
Yeah.
So on and so forth. So yes.
Okay, so these pets will be spayed and neutered before they leave. What are the other requirements for some of the animals here? Can you adopt more or foster more than one?
Yeah, there's times where we need a litter of babies. If kittens come in, we're always looking for a big foster to come and help us with that, and we provide all the medical. Okay. So which is a really good thing. So it doesn't cost you anything, especially because you're helping us. Make space at the shelter so we can bring more animals in.
All you need is the snuggles, the kisses, and the warm bed, right?
And the purring that's going on right now under these sheets.
Happening. We saw little Peter Parker over here who really wanted to be on camera. He's just the most playful thing I've ever seen, and that's a really great way. You know how they say a pet chooses you? If you come out here, you can really just kind of interact with the animals that you have, and you can see which one is the best fit for you, because some of them do have a little bit more personality. Some of them are a little bit calmer, and some of them have been here for a long time, and they're a little bit older, right? So there's a variation.
Yeah, some animals, like you mentioned, they have been here for quite some time. They just get overlooked. And I mean, even if you want to bring your own dog, we can do an introduction outside. We're trained for that, and it's a neat thing, because at least then we know, like, okay, this is going to be, a match.
Okay, for sure. Well, Rene, thank you for showing off these cuties. Big mega adoption this weekend as well. I'm going to put the details up at HoustonLife.tv. But if you want more info on how you can help us clear the shelters for the month of August and then some, just go to clicktohouston.com/community. I was never a cat person before, but I might be a cat person today. This big personality right here, Peter Parker, and this Katsu, two of the cutest kitties I've ever seen. Derek and Tessa, I mean, is it one or the other, or is it both?
I think it might be both. And Chris Shepard has 2 cats, and his eyes are glued to these monitors.
I know. He's probably going to go over there. You'll see Chris soon. We're sending him there.
Yes. Okay, great.
What? You love him.
Okay, by the way, if you would like more info about how you can help clear the shelters, you can visit clicktohouston.com/community.
Little kitty, just everywhere.
I'm a kitty, you're a kitty.
Yeah.